Oh, I'm so hot and sweaty. Oh, nutty, nutty, nutty. Nutty, nutty. Nutty, nutty.
It's not
Bunch of fucking
turntablism.
bullshit.
It's not
Shut up!
turntablism. It's hip-hop.
I hate you so much.
What it is.
Shut the fuck up, Johnny. Dude, I fucking hate that. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. I'm not wearing any pants because I'm sweaty. Welcome, my brothers and sisters, to Things I Hate 36. And it's very good for everyone to be here. I'm sweating. I just went for a run, and then I took a hot shower. Now I'm sweaty. I'm fucking tired. But I'm in a pretty good mood. Been crushing it lately. It's good to see you guys. Hello. Welcome. Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome, you fucking sluts. Every sexy bitch. Last one of you guys. It's good to see you all, you little sick animals. You little sick aminals. Touching my balls. What? And, yeah. Welcome. Welcome to Things I Hate 36. 36, brother. Yeah, so, to anyone who doesn't follow my Instagram, this is coming out late because this weekend I was acting in a film. And I'll get into that. But yeah, it's good to be here. Good to see you guys. I love you guys so much. Just gotta say. All right. Yeah, okay, so I was acting in a fucking movie. And, I think I already talked about it. The director is a mega asshole. I told it to his face. I said it more politely. But, if you're listening, D, you got to work on your fucking social skills. This guy was just a mega dick. And, in fact, it made me realize he was very pretentious. Oh, you fucking you're on Instagram. Instagram's for normies. You literally, he was like, Disney ain't shit. He said something like that. He was like, Disney ain't shit. I was like, what are you, fucking high? Like, Disney is one of the most inspirational, groups of art that have been put out in the last, 30 years. Like, all those classic children movies. The corporation is an evil piece of shit, but all the Disney movies are, timeless. So it's just like, dude, you can not like Disney, sure, but don't go around being like, Disney, it's shit. It doesn't even it's not even anything. Fine, dude. Trash it all you want. Say you hate it, but you cannot disagree that it is one of the most successful, influential groups of films to ever exist. Lion King, Aladdin, Little Mermaid, Pocahontas, all that bullshit. You know what I mean? So just he's that kind of asshole, like Disney, ugh, and you're just like, bro, shut the fuck up. So that was my kind of whole weekend. But the thing that made me realize is because every 5 seconds, we were all kind of film nerds there, or not even film nerds, just I guess pop culture nerds, whatever. And then we'd all be talking, and we'd be like, oh, this thing, and this thing, man, because there's me, the director, a couple actors, and the crew guy. So we're all just kind of chatting, and then the director would be like, oh, he would say oh, do you know this fucking whatever obscure piece of shit German bullshit? You know what I mean? That fuck you, that's bad, whatever, and we would be like, obviously, no, we don't know. And then he would go like this, you don't know blank, you don't know X, and we'd be like, and he'd be like, you don't know what X is, and we'd be like, no, dude, we don't know what X is. And it made me realize, first of all, don't be that fucking guy for anything. It doesn't matter what. If it's fucking Star Wars, somebody doesn't know what Star Wars is, shut up, If it's Lord of the Rings, somebody doesn't know Lord of the Rings, shut the fuck up. If it's Marvel and somebody doesn't know Marvel, that's fine, okay? Everyone is living their own life. Some people don't know this shit. It doesn't matter. Just here's the response. When somebody, you're talking to somebody and you go, oh man, I saw the latest Star Wars movie. And they're like, what's Star Wars? You don't go, you don't know what Star Wars is. You don't know Star Wars. here's what you do. You go, oh, Star Wars is this sci-fi franchise that's set in outer space. It's very popular. It's probably one of the most popular franchises of all time. You should check it out. That's what you do, okay? To anything. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's some fucking anime or just because the alternative is to if you don't do the response I just said, the alternative is that you're just like a big cunt. It never works out in your favor because there's never anybody, hanging out behind the scenes when this exchange is happening. And there's never anybody hanging out watching you be a dick and be like, fuck yeah, I'm so glad that piece of shit put that ignorant asshole in his place. I can't believe that fucking cunt doesn't know about Star Wars. No one is doing that. No one is like in the audience being like, yeah, Star Wars, fuck you, man. No. Nobody is like stoked to hear you be like, you don't know what Star Wars is. It's just like, and it's not Star Wars. It's anything. It could be anything. But nobody is stoked for anybody to be that asshole who's like, you don't know that? It's just not a good look. Don't be that guy. You know what I mean? It's really easy. And I remember, talking about people skills and shit. I've worked really hard on my people skills. I don't know if it shows, but I worked hard on it. And I remember that being one of the first lessons I learned of like, because, I definitely used to do that as a kid. You don't fucking know Lord of the Rings or Power Rangers? And some people would be like, no. And I'd be like, oh, you do it because you get to feel better than that person for a second because, they don't know something that's so obvious, but you do. So it's like a power trip a bit. And, it's a tempting thing. So you do it, but like, yeah, it was the first kind of lesson I learned in my life where I like would do it a bit. And then after I'd be like, that didn't feel good to say, I'm going to stop doing that. And then you just learn that you're like, oh yeah, that's like a really shitty thing to say. It's just, it doesn't make you look cool or good or nice ever. So, why would you do it? So that was this weekend, fucking acting. I got paid to act, which was sick because I've never acted in my life. So, but like, dude hit me up. He's like, I want you to be in a movie. I played it cool. I was like, so like, you going to pay me? And he's like, yeah. He was like, how does $150 a day sound? I was like, $150 a day sounds like a lot more than I would be getting paid for sitting on my ass at home. So that was pretty fucking litty committee. Got some good experience. Got some cash. Unfortunately, there won't be a place to view the movie because Homeboy's going to submit it to TIFF. And I didn't know this, but apparently when you submit to TIFF, they don't want it anywhere on the internet because the TIFF judges want to be the first people to see it for whatever reason. So they were like, we asked him, we were like, yo, and this is after, keep in mind the whole weekend he's being this cunt, this pretentious fucking cunt, right? And then we ask him, finally, and we're wrapping up, and we're like, oh, so like, when the movie's all finished, where can we find it? And he's like, I'll mail you a DVD. And so immediately I got so pissed off because I was like, this fucking piece of shit, just use the internet. What's wrong with you? Like, why die on the hill of, physical copies of things? Just fucking use the. And I was so ready. I was so ready to fucking go off. And he's like, yeah, TIFF makes you not post shit on the internet. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So yeah, he wasn't just being a pretentious cunt. Like, DVD is a more pure form of entertainment, which would be like a hilarious take if that came full circle. People got back into records. People were like, I want DVDs. It's kind of happening, really. With VHS, people are picking up VHS and shit. I can't lie. The other night, I was really craving watching a VHS movie. That grainy video quality makes it so comforting. Anyway. Yeah, so I don't know. He's going to submit it to TIFF. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't think it's going to be that great. I'm just going to be frank. I don't think it's going to be that good. I think the idea I'm purposely not describing the movie because I don't think Homeboy wants it out there. So, and I didn't ask him, so I'm not gonna, betray his trust like that, even though he is a fucking cunt. But, I don't think it's gonna be that great. You know, I think it's going to be like okay. You know, I think it's going to be like, and when I say okay, I mean like it's going to be a coherent film. You know what I mean? It's not going to be like a 6, 7 on 10 on Rotten Tomatoes. That's not what I mean when I say okay. I mean it's going to be like, yes, I recognize this piece of art as a feature film. That's what I mean when I say it's going to be okay. You know, the idea was really neat. Personally, D, if you ever hear this, I think the writing was fucking whack. There was like the dialogue in it, just like not how people talk. I told him this. I told him all this shit. I was like, bro, like this is not how people communicate. But you know, it's his fucking movie. So you know, I'm just a fucking actor. I just do what the director says. It's his vision. And what was I gonna say? Yeah. Anyway, what was I gonna say? It's his vision, the lines. Anyway, yeah, I think the dialogue is whack. We'll see what happens. Honestly, there were some cool shots. And like I said, overall, the idea is neat. So I don't know. We'll see. If I can get it out somewhere where everybody can check it out, then I fucking will. But anyway. Okay, jumping into it. So, motherfucker, check it. As I flow, my name is John Murphy, and I run this show. Dog. I'm from Ottawa. Ottawa is a city in Canada, and it's very white and very chill and polite. And the best way I can sum it up is I was out for beers with some friends of mine one time in Ottawa, and I ordered a beer. A simple order, right? I didn't order a crazy weird, just a beer, right? The beer that came was warm and flat. The beer that came was warm and flat. Now look, I'm Canadian, and I think as a culture, we will like go to great lengths to avoid conflict and to not cause a scene. You know what I mean? I consider that a personality trait that I have. Unless shit is like pretty obnoxious, I won't say anything. So if the beer had come and it had been either warm or flat, I probably wouldn't have said shit. You know what I mean? Because it's like, what are we going to do? You know what I mean? What the fuck are you going to do? Now, if you're American and you're hearing this, you're probably like, are you fucking kidding me? I want to speak to the manager. I'm going to get all my money back. And honestly, that's kind of what I like about Americans. They kind of get shit on for being rude like that, but like I like that because I think it's so fucking whack to have this kind of limp dick Canadian shit. People are like, oh, it's because we're polite. And it's not really polite. It's like being a pussy because like you should say, hey, my fucking beer is flat and warm. And considering that this is a fucking bar, you guys should probably get at least one right. You know what I mean? So now so we're out for drinks. And again, if it had been one of the things, I would have just fucking ignored it. But it was both. And I was like, man, even as a polite, conflict-avoiding Canadian, even as that motherfucker, you know, as like oh, I'm so sorry to bother you. Oh, I'm sorry, you know. Even as that, which is definitely what I am, I was like, yo, I have to say something. Because 0 for 2, bro, there's only 2 things to get right in this fucking order. And you guys fucked up both of them. So it's like, okay, I gotta say something. What do my friends say when I tell them this? They go, you shouldn't say that. It's very rude. And that's what it's fucking like to live in Ottawa, bro. And that's why I don't live in Ottawa anymore. Because Ottawa is fucking whack, okay? It's fucking shit. You know? Fucking shit, Ottawa. That's what it's like to live there. You fucking shit dating. Fuck you. It's fucking warm and flat. Are you kidding me? Piece of shit, bro. Oh, fucking so whack. Are you kidding me? Dog, I was so pissed at my friends. I was like, I don't really hang out with those people anymore because of that night. I mean, there was other shit, but like, yeah, that was really fucking weak pussy shit. And I will never do that again. In fact, now I'm on the opposite tip, and it's like if a beer is, warm or flat, I'll be like, this is fucking warm or this is fucking flat. Please, I would like a different one because I'm paying you money and there's not that much to get to fuck up, So get fucked. You know what I mean? God, Jesus Christ, get so mad. Shadow and Bone is a new show on Netflix that fucking sucks. It's adapted from a young adult novel, and it is shit. It's adapted from a young adult novel, and you can fucking tell. Here's my impression of every young adult novel, okay? Serafina is lost in the woods near her home. Luckily, she was raised an orphan and is used to harsh conditions. She knows that she can run through the trees and be free out here. But back in the Crumble City, where the rubble is thicker than the air, Serafina can't breathe. So she comes here to run in the forest and jump with the deer. And there's magic. But it's not cool magic. It's fucking lame. Fucking nerd magic. And the magic sorts people into groups. And then groups are discriminated against based on which magic they are. And only certain magic is cool. And the shitty magic have to mine in the coals. And then a lot of people die in the coals because shitty magic are subhuman scum. But Serafina was born a subhuman scum, but she's actually a flying reindeer. That's every young adult novel. And that's pretty much Shadow and Bone in a nutshell. You know what I mean? It's fucking shit. It's awful. I feel bad because I was just in this show. It's fun to rip on it. It's more fun to rip on it than it is to say anything nice about it. But yeah, it's pretty shit. It's pretty bad. But the thing that is, it's still fun to watch. And what I've come to appreciate watching this is watching like kind of shitty TV. You know what I mean? It's like kind of corny acting. People are like, and like, they'll be like, yes, it was me. Like shit like that. You know what I mean? Kind of like how I acted in this movie. And yeah, so it's just been fun to fuck around with that. And then the other night I felt really old. My old saying, 29 going on 73, because had this shitty show on, and I was playing Sudoku as I watched it. And I was like, oh, I got to watch my stories and play Sudoku. My old voice is slipping into Bane. Oh, Sudoku. You think the numbers are your friend. I was born in the numbers. Raised by them. I didn't see letters until I was a man. Okay, I'm looking for places to live in Toronto. You would think that, there would be landlords, okay? And the landlords would own property, okay? And then they would post that property for sale. And then me, a tenant, would contact them and say, hello, I would like to give you money to live in your property. And the landlord would look at me and maybe ask me for some references or some other material and then say yes or no. And that would be a fine transaction by me. But no, you don't get that. What you fucking get is, well, first of all, you get people who are totally disorganized. But that's not really what I want to talk about. I've gotten multiple, as I'm looking for apartments in Toronto to move there for comedy shit, I've gotten multiple landlords who, when I inquire about their property, they'll send me back like a fucking essay that's like, thank you so much for inquiring. I'm very excited to rent this out. I'm only renting this out because I'm abroad with my wife overseas and we're doing missionary work for God and I love God, and God is great. And thank you very much. And I really want somebody who's really going to take care of my apartment and really make it really good and make it and really love it and treat it with all the kindness that I treated it with, and really love all my furniture that I leave there, and make sure that you love it and cherish it, and that it's going to be okay while I'm gone because I'm overseas with my wife doing God stuff. I was like, dude, like where is this coming from? Like, I just want to have an apartment and put shit in it, you know? I don't want an apartment that you care so much about, because like I don't want you to be that invested in my living space. I don't want to pay you to like rent your most beloved teddy bear, you know? I want to pay you to rent something that you only give a shit about in the context of making money and protecting your investment. And I don't want any sentimental value of yours fucking up my sentimental value that I'm going to put in this place. I don't want those things clashing. And also, what kind of landlord is so attached to his fucking apartment? You know? And so, you know, the question I asked is like, okay, well, is this like a sublet? Are you coming back? You know, because that's the logical train of thought, is these people are on a trip, they're going to come back. No, I just really want to make sure that my apartment goes to somebody who really loves it, you know? And you're just like, if it was like one thing, I just write it off, or one person, I'd write it off as, or just crazy people. I had two God ones, and I had this other lady who was just really into her apartment. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, so, and it's like, look, it's cool to be into your apartment, but I don't know. That's so unappealing for me, because it's like, that's not my space. That's your space that I'm occupying. So that was really fucking weird, but it happened. Sextoy Reviews. Might be a new segment. I don't know. Today on Sextoy Reviews, we're going to be reviewing the OG, the classic motherfucking original Hitachi Magic Wand, baby. If you watch porn, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, then you're a fucking shit nerd, and I don't want anything to do with you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Hitachi Magic Wand. It's fucking sick. It's a big-ass vibrator for ladies. It's marketed as like a personal massager, which, of course, everyone knows a bit. Oh, look at this. Frequently bought together. A saucy-ass whipping, saucy-ass crop? Yeah, crop. That's what you call it. Shout out to growing up on a horse farm. I know the term for whips. Okay. Yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to read these. It's like, you know, these people are just really, really down to talk about their sex toy purchases, which I just think is rad. You know, it's open. On a quick note, I was most of my friends at work are ladies, just because, I don't know, the team I work on is mostly girls. And we were doing like a group work day at one of our houses, you know, to fight the COVID lonelies. And they were all talking about their periods, which is rad, because I like that. I like that. I like it when you talk about your period. I like it because it's cool that, you know, that is becoming more, that's getting normalized, is women just talking openly about their periods. Because, you know, I get uncomfortable when anybody else gets uncomfortable. And so when women have to bring up, they're like, oh, I feel bad. And you're like, wow, you feel bad every month. What the fuck's going on with that? And they're like, yeah, ha. And you're like, no, really, what's going on? You know, like, that's a stupid, awkward conversation that should be obsolete. So I'm glad that my friends feel so comfortable around me, and just comfortable in general, because I don't even think it's a question of like me personally. I think they're just kind of over it, which is great. But you know, they were just talking about it. Oh, I got my period. I'm fucking PMSing like a bitch, you know, or something. And they're just talking about it openly. So I don't know. That was kind of funny, and this is gonna be kind of funny in the same vein. So yeah. So here we go. So This one's from Canadian Free Spirit, all one word. Yo. Fucking tagline. It's still the best. This fucking bitch knows what's going on. She watched some porn. She did her research before she fucking did this. Everyone knows what this item is for, and it delivers in spades. Very satisfied owner. This is my second one. Forget the free mini one. It does nothing. She got two. One for the asshole? Why does she need two? They're big. They're like this big. So what? She's fucking double fisting it. She's the bionic woman. Half human, half Hitachi magic wand. I like how also she's like, forget that pussy ass mini one because it ships with a free little mini guy, like a pocket size. She's like, forget that pussy ass mini one does nothing. That's because you're double fisting Hitachi wands on your poor vagina. Your vagina's probably like, like, please, I need a breath. Forget the mini one. I've lost all sensation from my navel down. All right, okay. Fill out time. All right, sir. Next one says, Lord baby Jesus. Now, if you want this wand, you know what most people going to use it for. It has 2 speeds that are lovely and powerful. When using this, make sure you have a plug close because the cord isn't too long, but long enough, you get me. Just saying, under 3 minutes, wink, wink, girls, lol. Now, I love the under 3 minutes part. Very useful review. Thing that is kind of interesting is make sure you have it plugged close because the cord isn't too long, but long enough. Now, is that just a harmless dick joke, or is that a reference to autoerotic asphyxiation? You know what I mean? I don't know, but I'd like to think the latter. So anyway, okay, this one, the title of that review was A1. The title of this review is Good Vibrations. Got a Beach Boys fan on our hand. Okay, I've heard a lot about the Hitachi Magic Wand. Who hasn't? I have to say, it lived up to the hype. The 2 speeds are all you really need anyway. Which implies, the existence of vibrators that have many speeds and that those speeds are unnecessary. Interesting. No worry of ever having to change batteries or recharge. That's because it plugs into the wall like an old school power drill. I don't know if you guys have ever worked with a lot of power tools, but old school power drills plug in the wall, and when you use them, they smelled like they were in a factory. My dad had one, and I remember the smell. It was like fucking metal and industry, and that's like this fucking Hitachi Magic Wand. It doesn't come in a battery version because there's too much juice in it, man. You gotta plug that shit straight into the DC outlet, bro. You need all fucking 120 volts of modern power coursing into that fucking thing, just fucking knock you on your ass. I really want to get one of these because, I have sex with ladies, and I've said this before. Sometimes, your boy arrives too early. You know what I mean? I'm a sensitive man. I'm stimulated easily, whatever. But I'd like a backup plan to get my partner off in case, my package comes too early. So, and I have kind of a weird comedic fantasy where like, bring a girl home for the first time and we're getting into it. And it's like, the first time it's like you're feeling out the vibes and shit. You're just kind of getting to know each other. And then, I'm like, oh, you like that? I'm doing whatever. Oh, you like that, baby? Yeah, doing whatever. And then she's like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, hold on. And then she doesn't see anything. She just hears like plug in the wall. And then I fucking pop out from behind the bed and I'm like, you fucking ready? And she's like, oh God. Yeah, but she probably fucking appreciate it. So anyway, it's intimidating. I want to get one to just have around as a backup plan for me, but it's intimidating for ladies to break it out on the first date. Just be like, surprise, you thought you were just gonna get dick au naturel, but you're getting fucking RoboCop the third. You know what I mean? This is the title of this review is No Free Mini Massager. The listing said free mini massager. It is not on the packing slip nor the box. Very disappointing. Again, you're already getting a huge fuck off power drill for your vagina. Why do you need the little one? For the butthole, of course. You know what? Fair. I get that. This is funny, though, because the first lady was like, the mini massager is bullshit. So maybe this lady who is missing it didn't read the reviews. Wonderful while it lasted. Bought for girlfriend. She broke it within 2 months. Something in the motor stopped working. Wonderful while it lasted. She got it. She used it every day. She was finally coming. She was like, yeah, it feels so good. She was just going nuts and gave out. The title of this review is good, and the only word in the review is great. If that's not a fucking selling point, I don't know what is. Title is Knockoff, not the real original magic wand. Which begs the question, how much experience have you had with various brands of magic wands in order to be able to tell which is a knockoff? This bitch is like the connoisseur of magic wands. He's got his fucking connoisseur degree in huge ass vibrators. Great product. Does exactly as advertised. Arrived quickly too, just like me. Highly recommend. Says free travel massager. Doesn't come. Again, somebody pissed about the fucking mini one. It isn't a Hitachi like made out to be in the advertisement. Oh shit, some cheap knockoff brand. Okay, fuck. Yo. This review title is I Feel Bad for You. And the review is, if you've never owned a magic wand, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but an orgasm ain't one. Let's fucking go. Oh, fuck. This is not a Hitachi. You know what I mean? Actually, I just want to read. I'm going to search for a real house Hitachi, but I'm just going to read this one first. Let's be honest in a G-rated way. Every woman should have one of these beside her bed so she can relax. Nice. Everyone needs to relax. And sometimes you don't have time to relax in a leisurely manner. And this item will help you relax quickly and with great intensity. It's not too loud unless you are the sort of person who cannot relax quietly. Good product. Very relaxing. Very, very relaxing. You should buy one. Nice work, lady. Whoever wrote this review is great. I read the bad reviews and still purchased. Big mistake. Opened Petite Wand first and it was dead on arrival. Did not open Magic Wand box. Went straight to Amazon returns. Only to find this item cannot be returned. What a complete ripoff. Don't buy this item. Hard to give 1-star rating. Won't submit with 0. Oh, had to give 1-star rating. Won't submit with 0. Okay, let's try to find the original Hitachi magic wand. Hitachi magic wand. Hitachi magic wand. Oh, here we go. It's not on Amazon. It's because Amazon's evil shit. The icon. The front page of this just says the icon. Man, fucking A. You know what? Props to these guys for just leaning into the brand. I fucking love it. Our story begins in 1968. A full year before we landed on the moon. Landing on the moon. Kind of fucking bullshit tech. That's fucking child's play. We're over here at Hitachi changing the fucking world. The magic wand. The original personal massager. Click. This unassuming device. I don't know. Looks pretty fucking assuming to me. It has been included among the most iconic inventions of the 20th century, dubbed the little black dress of massagers. That's a fucking title. That's a title and a half. Fuck yeah, dude. If I could be the little black dress of anything, I'd be okay with it. All right. Let's see. For wellness. What does this say? Massage for wellness and pleasure. Receiving massage is not only a matter of pleasure, it's a wellness enhancer that is hard to beat. Okay, we'll not go through. Let's see. Reviews. Here we go, baby. Fuck yeah. Well, these are whack. I finally splurged and bought myself a magic wand. I bet you splurged. My only advice, tuck it away from any gamers. Unless you want a good laugh. And gamers is in quotation. My roommate thought it was a Nintendo Wii controller. I think it's more like a Ferrari. It's the strongest vibe I've ever encountered. What's up? Its low settings could be considered high by vibes made by other companies. It'll definitely get your engines going. Okay. I love my magic wand. It's reliable, consistent, and always there for me. With 2 settings, de-stressor and did I just time travel? It really hits the spot. Bro, I'm fucking getting one of these for sure, dude. The only thing I need to say is today I'm buying my 4th. But why? Yes, 4th. Do they just keep breaking? I got one for myself 3 years ago and have since bought 3, each for friends. This thing is so very easy to use. It's so fast. Now, that'd be a fucking family Christmas that I'd be okay going to, you know. Tom, I got you a magic wand for your asshole. I love the versatility of my magic wand as it can go from bedroom accoutrement, nice word, to back and leg massager with no effort. Gotta watch it first. Powerful vibration is good for both. It's not a big deal if I happen to leave my magic wand out in plain view, as it just looks like a back massager. Not if you're not a fucking idiot. Nobody knows the special powers it has. JK, everybody knows the special powers it has. The magic wand is well made and built to last. Accept no substitutions. Respect. Thank you, Vibratex. I don't know what that is. Some kind of company. This very morning, after 22 years, I finally had to retire you my faithful magic wand. After 22 years? Bro, that's longer than most cars, fuck. That's longer than most t-shirts. I have t-shirts that I had to throw out that were way younger than 22 years. Amazingly, your motor is still going strong, but I have worn out your cord. Again, autoerotic. For a short while, or maybe an hour, I considered playing the field, taking my time and venturing into new territory. But after reading all these reviews and remembering these past 22 years with great fondness, I put in my order quick. I miss you already. Well, shit. If that ain't a fucking sales pitch, I don't know what it is. So don't buy off Amazon because, as I said, Amazon is a shitty, evil corporation, and they only have the knockoff magic wand that doesn't even come with the mini butt plug massager. So what do you even really buy? Just Google Hitachi magic wand. Hitachi. And I'm going to get one. I don't know when. Probably when I have a more steady ting, kicking around. So maybe not now. That scenario that I described would be a little intimidating for Los ladies. But on the other hand, I bet you a lot of Los ladies would appreciate it. So, kind of tempted. I think it's like $80. Homie of mine I was talking to, he just got one. His girl's never been happier. So, like fellas, lean into that shit. I don't think your ladies are going to object. Say wallahi. Speaking of saying wallahi, I thought I would try pronouncing some Arabic on here. We'll see if this is funny. Let's do I love my sex toy in Arabic. I love my sex toy. Translate. For my Arabic viewers. Okay, now let's see.
أنا أحب بلدي سكستوي. أنا أحب بلدي سكستوي.
أنا أحب بلدي سكستوي. I'm trying to learn Arabic. Some of my friends are Arabic. أنا أحب بلدي سكستوي. Let's see. The best vibrator is the Hitachi Magic Wand. Let's try. No.
أفضل هزاز هو عصا هيتاشي السحرية.
Okay. Whoa, that was a lot.
أفضل هزاز هو عصا هيتاشي السحرية. أفضل هزاز هو عصا هيتاشي السحرية.
أفضل هزاز دوا Hitachi Akasezebalu. How about just like something chill? My name is Tom. My name is Tom.
اسمي توم.
Ismi Tom. It's me, Tom. It's me, Tom. That's Italian. It's me, Tom. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just talking. I'm having trouble sleeping, and I was like, you know, people ask me to sleep over, like ladies or whatever, friends, and I'm just like, man, I'd be happy to, but like, what chance do I have to sleep at your house if at my house I have a fucking like algorithm to go to bed? Because when I go to bed at my house, first of all, have a shower. Then I brush my teeth in the shower. Then I turn all the lights off. And then I get into bed. And then I put on my bedside lamp. I open my window just a little bit. I put on my fan. And then when I'm ready, I turn off my light. I lie on my right side with a pillow low. I make sure the blanket covered me right up to my shoulders, and I cuddle a pillow with my left hand. All that shit has to happen for me to be able to fall asleep. So it's like, dog, you want me to go to your house where there's all these like different stimuli, and I'm sure I'm autistic. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, sleeping at other people's places is hard. It's also bullshit because it's like, I can't believe I have a hard time sleeping. Because what is sleeping? It's the absence of doing things. And it's like, I'm struggling with doing the most of nothing. Anyway. I think, how are we doing on time-o? I think I kind of want to take a, yeah, let's wrap this up. Kind of getting, we got 15? Yeah. Let's wrap this motherfucking shit up. I'm not going to be able to do a double back today. I got to say, okay, you know what it's time for? You shit motherfuckers. It's time for jokes. Jokes. Okay, cool. Somebody gaslit cast iron pans. Now they think they don't deserve soap. I don't have my thing set up. I wish I could blow out my earwax like I blow my nose. Blue balls is tough, but have you ever had the perfect joke and then the conversation moves on before you can say it? People act like Ted Bundy was so crazy, but when I see people playing music on their phones in public, I get him. Good sleeps are like full moons. They come once a month. Good sleeps are like your girl. She comes once a month. Good sleeps are like your mom. They come once a month when I visit. The most insulted I have ever been is when I met somebody and I told them I could juggle, and they said, yeah, you look like you can juggle. Vaccines are like exams. You're waiting for your friends to be done so you can all party. Pretty lit. Some jokes, you know. I think we'll just wrap it up there. Maybe a touch early, but we'll keep it short, you know. Love you guys. That was pretty fun. I think the Hitachi One thing was fun. So that was Things I Hate 36. I love you. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.